Hello. This short screen capture video is to introduce the Blackboard sites that support the MA education in virtual worlds. The tutorials, the practicals, the collaborative sessions and the opportunities for us to meet all take place in Second Life. But the remaining study resources, the assessment details and asynchronous communication all use Blackboard. The best way to view this is that Blackboard is the organising location for your studies and you'll need to use it frequently. The first thing to explain is the structure of the MA in Blackboard. Firstly, there's a site that supports the MA as a whole, and that's where we are now. You can see this from the title of the site here above the navigation title. Below the title, you can see the site is divided into topic areas. There's an area for your own personal resources like your customizable homepage and your course journal, your access to your content area, which is also known in Blackboard jargon as the content collection, and so on. There's a study skills section that includes study skills guidance and advice about being a distance learning student. There's a resources area where you'll find the course calendar, which itemizes Second Life tutorials, assessment deadlines, other important course dates. And here you'll also find the orientation videos for both Second Life and for Blackboard as well. In the module area are links to the Blackboard site for each individual module on the programme. At the moment you can see links to the orientation in virtual worlds and the designing curriculum modules. For those of you who are studying one or more individual modules rather than the whole programme, you'll only be able to link through to the modules on which you're registered. Lastly is the admin area where you can find the announcements page, programme handbook and other information that relates to the programme. All of these areas will continue to change and they'll grow as the programme progresses. Oh, and by the way, you won't be able to see the course management tools here because they're only visible to tutors like me. So now let's look at the Blackboard sites that support each module of study. As we saw, links to these are in the module area of the navigation panel, but you can also go directly to each module from your Blackboard login page or from the Courses tab here. In general, I would recommend coming to this programme site first and clicking on the links here so that each module opens in a new browser tab. This happens like so. Now you can move between the modules and the programme site easily. Hopefully you'll also have noticed that the Blackboard sites are colour-coded. The programme site is dark blue, the orientation site is gold, and the design and curricula module site is light blue. And this is to help you see where you are quickly. You'll also find the sites all have a very similar look and feel, so you can find things easily. So let's look at the Designing Curricula module as an example. On the left is the navigation panel with the title of the site above it, and again the panel's divided into areas. My stuff's at the top again, but this time it's stuff that relates to the specific module, including your assessment grades. Beneath the My Stuff area is the Learning area, the Assessment area, and the Resources area. The Learning area contains the learning plan and learning unit for each week of study. The links to these are released on the Thursday before they're due to be studied, so you can plan your week ahead. Each week has a very similar structure, a learning plan that describes the week's study and the learning objectives for that week. Below that are links to supporting resources that you may find useful but aren't actually directed reading for the week. To get back to the week's study page, use the breadcrumbs at the top of the page. And in fact these are a handy way to navigate up and down the hierarchy of the site in all the areas. The learning unit contains the directed study for the week, so this is where the nub of your studies lies, and you'll need to work through this each week. The units will all contain different information and activity and resources, of course, but again the structure is pretty much the same each week. The table of contents on the left enables you to move around the materials as you wish, but we have constructed the units to be studied sequentially. In other words, you start at the top and you work your way down. Links to other parts of Blackboard or to external sites are on the Click to Launch link on each of these pages. Blackboard does insert some boilerplate about the window launching, but just ignore this and click on the links as shown in the body of the page. All of these links open in new windows, so you can simply shut them down when you're finished and you're back to where you were. So back to the navigation panel, and beneath the learning area you'll see the assessment area. Here there'll be guidance on assessment requirements and resources you'll need, like personal blog and instructions on submitting your assessment too. Then there's a resources area for the module, which includes access to study skills support, the module glossary, a link to the MA program site, again in case you came directly into the module and want to link back, and a link to the discussion board that contains all the discussion forums for the module. And again, there's finally an admin area with the module handbook, staff details, and so on. Well, I hope this has helped to orientate yourself in Blackboard, but the best way to do this is through exploration of the site. So I would encourage you to spend a couple of hours looking around, getting used to the navigation systems, and beginning to get a feel for how your studies are going to proceed. Okay, thanks for watching.